Do Trump's first term trends matter for Trump's second term?
Trends, they in a way they don't, and I'll explain why I think so. In the first Trump 1.0 was kind of more benign, if you will, when it came to Africa. Save for the 2018 speech at the Heritage Foundation that we all know about by then National Security Advisor Bolton. There was really no set policy that we could put our thumbs on Africa. However, those trends, we might say, I will say, have changed because of different personalities. The current personalities matter in this administration. If you look at, I've gone back and looked at C-SPAN speeches of then Senator J.D. Vance, now Deputy President. He seemed to promulgate this idea that the United States must be more, let's say, circumstantial. I hate to use the word transactional, but you've already said it, brother. I would say, yeah, it needs to take a case-by-case look at each country instead of lumping countries together. And this was a public speech he made on the floor of the Senate. And what this tells us is that there's this window then. Each African country will look forward to being treated, at least on a case-by-case, but through the lens of two important things that we alluded to in the discussion document, the lens of, raw materials, especially rare earth minerals, as well as a GPC, global power competition. So the extent to which the African continent or each African country plays a role in helping Trump 2.0 administration kind of compete with China on these priorities that the administration has set out, I would say is going to be the extent to which we may look at a difference or a change. Another personality before I end off here is the current Secretary of State. He is almost professorial when he discusses China. If you look again at his speeches in the Senate, he is a Sinophile, so if you may. So then, if we trace these personalities' thoughts on China, China's space in the world, we can surmise that certain things are going to be different this time, and they're going to be more hands-on. I will be later on to discuss other personalities as well, such as the current Senate Subcommittee on Africa, Senator Cruz. So these are important people to study what their stances are on, especially on just things we might not think are related, such as Cuba, but the extent to which a very important country like South Africa, which has those comprehensive strategic partnership with China, might navigate this new world. And I wouldn't say that it doesn't have a knock-off effect on the rest of the region vis-a-vis China.